What's going on, YouTube? This is it's cracking. This is BBSP, and I've been meaning to do this video for a long time. I mean, I don't really, excuse me, sorry about that. I don't really like talking about this conversation, man. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's toxic within itself. It's a polarizing topic because of who the man is, but people are so gung ho, so invested on seeing LeBron James fail. You know what I mean? Whether it's beginning of his career, his career where he's been put in position, the pressure's been ratcheted up to win a championship. Whether it's this guy saying something or that guy saying something, or excuse me, sorry about that. Whether it's LeBron James did something on the court that people didn't agree with, like I've never seen one singular athlete get so much hate and vitriol, man, that he reeks people's nerves. I mean, people is so invested on seeing this dude fail, man, and you got everybody from clowns on here on this platform to people in the media, And the thing that kills me is people always say that the media is backing LeBron. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, you got your Nick Wrights and Shannon Sharps and like Kendrick Perkins on a smaller scale, but I don't see that shit. I don't see that shit at all, man. You got Stephen A. Smith, Sid Bayless, Jason Whitlock, Rob Parker's dumbass, Doug Gottlieb's dumbass, who else? Even guys like, Marcellus Wiley or goddamn Paul Pierce, of course, Jalen, the list goes on, man. Like, all of these guys have at one point or another, always threw shade at LeBron or saying he's stacking the deck, right? And that's the thing that kills me about this shit. They say LeBron's stacking the deck all the time, and he wants to start super teams. Well, if you knew the real history of the NBA, you would know super teams were around well before LeBron James entered the NBA. Has anybody forgotten about the Boston Celtics or the 72 Lakers with Gail Goodrich, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor? Everybody hasn't forgotten about the Showtime Lakers and the Celtics, even the 96 Bulls. And yes, the 1996 Bulls were a goddamn super team. I don't care what nobody says. When you got the best player, best all-around player, best coach, rebounder, and solid former All-Stars doing their role, that's the goddamn super team. But yet, they always want to say LeBron always played on a super team outside of his first 7 years in Cleveland. Yeah, which is true. You know what I mean? For Miami Heat. When he was on the Miami Heat, right? He was on the Miami Heat. They were a super team. I give you that. But don't give me this shit about the Cavs with Kyrie and Kevin Love or the Lakers, which is absolutely goddamn ridiculous with this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, then they say LeBron stacks the deck, but yet you got Kevin Durant out here joining the Golden State Warriors in 2016, a team that was a year and a half removed from winning the NBA championship, right? Everybody was behind that shit. Now you got Kevin Durant on another super team in Brooklyn, and everybody's jumping on their bandwagon. And everybody's giving Kevin Durant a pass for, playing on super teams, but yet they say LeBron is always stacking the deck. Well, how about this? All right? That Miami Heat was a super team, right? Yeah, it was. But in part because LeBron elevated to it a super team, okay? Ask me this. Yeah, Dwayne Wade won a championship in 2006. 2006, right? But what did he do after that 5 years before LeBron got there? What did he do? What did he do? What did he accomplish? Right? And that's no knock on Dwayne Wade, but did Dwayne Wade even get close to winning another championship after 2006? Okay, and that's number one. Number two, Chris Bosh. Yeah, he was an all-star. Yeah, he's an all-star. And I think he was better than Kevin Love and on all levels. But you're going to sit here and tell me that he only made the first round of the playoffs. He was getting to the playoffs, but he was getting knocked out in the first round. Okay? And those LeBron James Cavaliers teams later in the decade got farther than Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh teams. And that's a fact. And that's a fact. All right? That shit is a fact. I mean, you could try to flip it, you could try to say whatever the hell you want to, but LeBron James teams before the Big Three got together in 2010 got farther than both Dwayne Wade's teams and Chris Bosh teams. Okay, so it's like the MVP seasons LeBron had, he got farther than Dwayne Wade. Matter of fact, Dwayne Wade, 2007, 2008. The Miami Heat, 2007, a couple years after they won the championship, had the worst record in the NBA. And you follow that up with the 2 years before the Big Three was formed, Dwayne Wade was getting knocked out in the first round by the Atlanta Hawks. Then he got knocked out in the first round by the Boston Celtics. So let's not sit here and act like, yeah, the Miami Heat were a goddamn super team, but LeBron led his teams farther than Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh did. And number two, that Cleveland Cavaliers team wasn't nowhere near a super team. They were a great team with a couple of all-stars and one superstar. What did Kyrie Irving come close to accomplish before LeBron came back to Cleveland, okay? What the hell did this nigga accomplish before he went back to Cleveland, before LeBron went back to Cleveland? Ask me that. Nobody gave a fuck about Kyrie Irving, all right? Nobody. But as soon as he plays with LeBron, he gets better, right? You know, they get to the finals a couple times, and everybody's trying to say, oh, Kyrie Irving's a driving force behind that team. Kyrie Irving wouldn't even sniff a goddamn championship if it wasn't for LeBron going back to Cleveland. And Kevin Love was putting up empty stats in Minnesota, okay? I mean, and it wasn't like that Minnesota team was a bunch of scrubs either. And you can make up the excuse, say he was playing in the tough West, but if Kevin Love is saying what y'all think he was saying he is, he could at least gotten to the playoffs one time, right? One goddamn time, right? So that's that. And that bullshit about another thing I hear. Oh, LeBron's not clutch. Oh, he's still a choker. Oh, he got saved and all that bullshit, yada, yada, yada. Well, I tell you what. Go back and look at the playoff stats. LeBron has more playoff numbers, better playoff numbers in the fourth quarter, in the clutch, than Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, and all the rest of these players y'all cap for, right? Tell me what any of them would have been able to do what they did in LeBron did in 2007, or even like on a smaller scale, 2018. You know, even to the 2018 playoffs itself, LeBron had a couple of clutch moments. You know, tell me any other superstar you put on that Cavs team, right? Would they be able to do what LeBron did those 2 years, 2007 and 2018? And you saying LeBron don't got no clutch moments? Let's go to Game 7, 2013 Finals. Hit the clutch shot, basically iced the championship for the Miami Heat back-to-back. 2016, chase down block was the clutch for that entire playoffs. 2018, back-to-back buzzer beaters and back-to-back series, right? So how the hell is this man not clutch? And when you think about it, LeBron has more clutch moments, slightly more clutch moments in the finals and the playoffs altogether than Kobe has. You know, and even Mike himself. So, you know, All you guys gonna say that, oh, it's the eye test, whatever. The numbers don't lie. The numbers right there, right in front of you. You know what I mean? Numbers, you know what I mean? People record stats because it actually happened. Not the goddamn eye test everybody says it has, you know. But I know what this all is about. You got a lot of Michael Jordan fans, and I'm a Jordan fan myself, but I'm a fan of the game first. It's always been that way. But you got a lot of insecure Michael Jordan fans who's afraid that LeBron somehow, some way is going to win 6 rings, and that's going to put him on his level. Me personally, the ceiling LeBron can reach is number 2 or maybe possibly 1A. But you know, that's it for me. But you got a lot of insecure Michael Jordan fans that like to move the goalpost, that like to make up shit in their favor of the argument, making it seem like that LeBron is this choker when it's not the case. So we just gonna dismiss, yeah, he's 4-6, but they dismiss all the wins altogether. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he got carried to the championship, which is bullshit. You know, which is bullshit. You know, it's completely utter bullshit. You know, like all those teams would have made it that far if LeBron is not on those teams. Point blank, period. End of story. You know, end of story. Then you got a lot of Kobe Bryant fans that are even worse than Michael Jordan fans because they know that LeBron is a better all-around player. Kobe may be the more dynamic player, but LeBron is the better all-around player. No matter how you try to twist it, no matter how much you try to spin it like Kobe's a killer, Kobe's an assassin, that's bullshit. When you look at the player, you compare them side by side. LeBron has proven to be the overall better all-around player, and that's facts. That's facts. You know what I mean? So all this illusion that LeBron is this choker and that Kobe and Mike were winning out the gate is a complete and utter bullshit. And it's a collective effort from Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant fans to diminish this guy. The truth of the matter is, they don't care about these new players today. They don't care about Kevin Durant. They don't care about Steph Curry. They don't care about Kawhi Leonard. But the truth of the matter is that they're using them as a crutch to diminish LeBron to further get their agenda across. You know. But here's the killing part. All this hate that MJ fans got for LeBron now, all this vitriol, they had the same for Kobe Bryant. Okay, because Kobe was slated to be in a conversation with Michael Jordan. They played alike, had similar games, though I think Jordan was a way better player. Mike was a way better player, right? You had a lot of Jordan fans throwing a whole lot of vitriol at Kobe Bryant because he won that 5th ring, and the media was trying to put him in the GOAT conversation. Here's the irony part of all this shit, right? Once 2011 came around and Kobe started to decline, started to be a visible decline, and once they saw that Kobe wasn't going to win that 6th championship, and once LeBron started winning MVPs and championships, and the media started lining him up with Mike and Kobe, you had a lot of Jordan fans that turned against LeBron. See, Bruce Blitz is a perfect example of this shit. Back in the day, Bruce Blitz was an adamant Kobe hater. He was an adamant Kobe hater. You see all the videos trying to discredit his legacy, trying to discredit his career, saying he was a shot jacker, saying he was a volume scorer, right? Bruce Blitz is a perfect example of this shit. All of a sudden, LeBron gets in a conversation and he starts to aim his vitriol at LeBron. All of a sudden, out of the blue, he's not a LeBron fan. I wonder why is that? Like I said, I'm a basketball historian. I am, okay? I'm a basketball historian, okay? But I'm not gonna be so biased to the point where I'm gonna discredit this man or say this man, oh, he ain't shit. Oh, he ain't Mike. He don't gotta be Mike to be great. A player don't gotta be Michael Jordan to be great. There's certain different lanes of greatness, and you understand that greatness comes in different forms. If everybody would understand that shit, we all be better off. But nah, you got a whole lot of people with agendas, people with biasness, and all that shit. People putting unrealistic expectations on LeBron just so they can see this dude fail, man. It never ends. It never stops, you know. And like I said before, man, like if the Lakers somehow don't win the championship this year, you're gonna see all types of bullshit videos, bullshit narratives birth about. Oh, he's a choker. Oh, he's not clutch. See, I told you he wasn't Mike. Told you he wasn't Kobe. All that bullshit. At the end of the day, basketball's a team game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, your records say what your record says you are. Wilt Chamberlain, who I feel like should be in the conversation for the greatest of all time, is 2-4 in the finals. 2-3, 2-4 in the finals, right? You don't hear nobody's question his legacy, right? Putting his legacy on the line every day. With Jerry West, he's the goddamn logo of the league. Guy was like, what, 1-5, 1-7 in the finals? But he celebrated as the logo, okay? Thing is, though, LeBron James' teams are 4-6 in the finals, not him. Now, 2011 finals, y'all got it. Hey, that's y'all. You got me on that. You got me on that. He should be better. And the 2010 playoffs when he lost to the Boston Celtics, y'all got me on that. Y'all got me on that. But the thing is, though, we're just going to erase all the fact that he came back 2012 after that debacle and stopped the up-and-coming OKC Thunder team out with a KD, James Harden, and Russ. We're gonna just forget the fact that he came up huge in Game 7, one of the biggest, most pressurized games in all of sports. We gonna forget about that, and he did it again 3 years later. Game 7, pressurized situation. He came up huge, and we just gonna wipe all that away because we want to put his goddamn legacy on the line every day. I mean, what type of bullshit is that? But we all know what this is about, okay? We all know what this is about, You got people on this platform, people on, LeBron and the media that thrive off this man's shortcomings, okay? People like fucking Skip Bayless, a couple of assholes on this platform, which will name nameless, but they names end with TV, all that bullshit. A couple other channels too, but everybody gets my point, man. Like, this man's legacy is on the line every day, 24/7, 365 days a year. Every time he steps on the court, every missed shot, every bad game, this man's legacy is on the line. Now, which is utter, complete and utter bullshit. Nobody put Michael Jordan's legacy on the line. Nobody questioned his legacy. Nobody questions Shaq's. Nobody questions Bird's, Magic's. Hell, Magic's 5-4 in the finals. I don't see nobody trying to discredit his accomplishments. Hell, Larry Bird at one time averaged 8 points a game in his first NBA Finals. Everybody wants to brush that under the rug. But you got a lot of fanboys and dick riders out here, man, and a lot of these casual fans don't know the real history of this game. They don't. They just don't. It's either that or they got biases with their favorite players and shit. But hey, end of the day, I don't care what nobody says. End of the day, LeBron's career is gonna be LeBron's career. No matter how you try to slice it, no matter how much you try to twist the narrative to fit your biasness, hey, you can't deny the man's resume. End of the day, no matter how hard you're gonna try, you're not gonna deny the man's resume. End of the day, and that's all that counts. So let me know what y'all think about this bullshit.